right, positive energy all the time. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it. Come on in. I am representing. You know the routine. Rep your city. Rep your city. Here we go. Okay, look, what do people think about you? Okay, we got Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. I'm representing Chicago. Everybody on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and my other Facebook. Good to see everybody. Good to see you all. We got New Orleans in the building. We got Greensboro in the house. Everybody in Georgia, I hope you're not near the fires, and I hope they get the fires under control. Seriously. So yeah, come on in. Come on in. We're going to talk about what people think about you. What do people think about you? That's a big deal. I've raised a lot of children. I have 6, but I raised a bunch of stepchildren. I don't know if that's a good thing. It meant I was with different women, but I guess it worked out. So I raised a bunch of stepchildren. I raised a bunch of children. And, they go to school. And it's all about what do people think about it. Then the women you with, they want to know what people think about them, the neighbors. Then you go to work. You have people you work with. You have to dress accordingly to go to work. You have to make sure you groom correct. People go to church. The neighbors, they're looking at your house, how your grass is cut, what kind of car you got, what kind of clothes you got on. It's gotten worse with the designer clothes and the stigma on every little thing you got, what kind of sneakers you got on, how's your hair done. I'm going to talk about it. Being a person that don't fit a lot of criteria. I don't do nothing they want me to do. They don't like me, for sure. They don't. It's a little weird. You know? You know, I deal with a lot of the vow and Nazarite concept. So, I don't put scissors on my head. I don't put razors and stuff on me. Because I kind of made up I'm kind of like my own person. So I'm like a comedic rasta, a bunch of stuff put together. It works for me. And so, after, let me see, I'm 68. So got to the point my hair started turning gray. Shave and all that. But here's the crazy thing. As I got older, Because, my father and we don't have a lot of hair on our face. You see, I don't have sideburns. They don't grow. But the crazy thing recently, let me get back to the subject, is, I've been going on this heavy workout. Even though I'm plant based, I've been increasing my nutrition. And the crazy thing, when I start taking more vitamins and more supplements, my hair started growing crazy. This started growing a little wild. Pieces be standing up. My eyebrows start growing. Hair out my ears start growing. I guess it's from the vitamins. The hair out the side of my everything started growing more. I said, "What the heck?" My nails started growing. I had to cut my nails. I never cut my nails. But since I've been taking all these vitamins and nutrients, they grow super long, and they constantly get dirty. Avocado, and I'm cooking. So when I cook and I get through cooking, I got all this and eating. Everything started going crazy. That's a whole nother video for another day. So my hair started growing crazy, then it turned like a whitish white. And people were mad. People were mad at me. People actually be mad at me. Especially a lot of men. They mad at me. They say you old. they mad. They mad. They mad because I'm old. They don't like. They don't, they don't like it. It's crazy, but they don't like it. Your old ass. You old. I said, oh wow, oh, that's a problem. Oh wow, that's crazy. They don't like me old. They don't like. They don't like. They don't like me being old. I'm confused because they always said rest in peace. They always crying when somebody passed away, and now I'm alive and they hate it. I'm confused. They confusing the hell out of me. They always crying when somebody passed away, but then when somebody live, they say you old to old ass. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, which one? What? What? Okay, I guess it's crazy. They don't like nobody old but their mama. They don't say that to their mama. Their mama be 50,000 years old. They don't say that. They only say that to people they don't know. It's weird. They don't like me getting older, but they be crying when their mama pass away. I say, I thought you didn't like old people. You should be happy she's gone. Do I feel some youngsters are becoming more aggressive towards seniors? I haven't really seen that. I haven't seen that. The youngsters are mostly aggressive towards youngsters. So I haven't really seen that. Most of the aggression with youngsters is towards youngsters. I do find them to be a little more disrespectful if a lady comes to the school or something to get her kids. The kids have a tendency to talk crazy, but that's a regional. That's a regional problem. That's not healthy in Chicago. you, short, shorties that get in trouble here. Yeah, that ain't gonna work in Iraq. You be talking to an old vice lord, an old Blackstone. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's not. It's not health. It's not healthy. Like I can speak for myself. It's definitely not healthy to run up on me tripping, outside like that, where we don't have no age stipulations. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no age stipulation. Well, I do, little kids. But once you're big enough to walk to the school out, hey, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, playing around. You know what I'm saying? I just said, I don't know. I don't have no, I don't know. Um, I don't know too much about that. That's a little. I live in the land of FA and FO. You know what I'm saying? That's where I live at. That's what, that's what, that's where I live at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I live at. But my granny didn't play like that. My granny, had a big old purse. We'll just leave that like that. I don't know. I don't know. The problem with playing with elders is elders got a whole bunch of kids, grandkids, nephews, nieces. We got a whole bunch of young people in our family. I don't know. I don't know what's going on where they think, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. Why would you play with somebody that's got a bunch of young people in their family? What the hell? That don't make much sense. So I don't know. We don't do that too much in Chicago. Get to playing with an OG, go in the house, his son come out. Man, what you say to my daddy? See? Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know to separate. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm here to talk about what people think about you because what people think about you is a little tripped out. It's a little strange. You have to. Some people they go overboard with it. So I wanted to talk to y'all about that because it affects a lot of people. They worry about what people think about them, but a lot of times they're insignificant people. So I'm not understanding you caring much about somebody that's insignificant and what they think about you. Now I'll break it down. There are people that it's important what they think about you. That is your employers at your job, your employers where you work at. Yes, they need to think you're a good employee. They need to think you're getting your work done. They need to think you got good hygiene when you come to work. Don't want to stink up the workplace, stuff like that. So, employee, yeah. Um, Co-workers, yeah, because you got to work with them all the time. And but it's limited on what they should get to choose, what categories they get to choose about you. Their categories should be limited to work. In other words, if I work with you, your only concerns about me should be based on me at the job. When you start worrying about me and my life outside the job, you out of order. You're out of order. It don't matter where I live at. It don't matter what kind of car I got. All that, you're out of order. It don't matter how expensive my clothes is. You understand? I don't want you to think highly of me if I don't make no money. I don't want you. I don't want you thinking highly. I want you to mind your business. I want you to mind your business. I don't. I don't want you thinking highly of me because that don't benefit me. What do I get from that? What do I get from you thinking highly of me, lowly of me? I get nothing. And I live in a world where you got to pay the cost to be the boss. I'm out here to get some money. I'm out here to get better in life. And what you think, show me any kind of way where it has anything to do with my life, because it doesn't. And that's the problem. Because some people think that their opinion about you matters when there's no economical value. And we live in a world where if there's no economical value, there's no value. There's no value. What do I get out of you liking me, hating me, or whatever? What do I get? Because I'm not really into anything that has no benefit. See, if my woman likes me, there's a benefit because now we're in a relationship together. If you're just some dude or some chick, what's the benefit? So, like social media, if you like my content, that's a benefit because then you watch, right? So it has to be some benefit. And I was talking to some young people about this. Make sure that their efforts to be admired and their efforts to be liked has some benefits. Just don't be going out here buying, you know, $800 sneakers for people to like you for no reason. That's not going to give you any money to buy $800 sneakers. Okay, they like your sneakers. Is that helping you buy another pair of sneakers? No, no. So them liking your sneakers and liking you because of your sneakers is not going to help you get another pair of sneakers. This is what I was telling some younger people today. I'm telling them if you're a rapper or something and people like the way you dress, that make more people watch your video. You make money. You make money based on your appearance. But if you're just some Joe Smo, you're not making any money from wearing all those expensive clothes. You're losing money. There's no benefit in them thinking you so fly. You get nothing from that. Zero. Nada. Nothing. It's of no value. All it does is put you in a position where they like you today. Oh, he fell out. He got them same old designer sneakers on. You don't got no new ones. That's it. It's like buying a really nice car and everybody, oh, and then 5 years later, it's old. Stuff like that. A bunch of unnecessary praise that gets you nowhere. It's like a woman that's looking at me and always like the way I dress, but she ain't gonna let me hit it. Baby, bye. If you like me that much, let me knock it back. I'm just saying, if I ain't knocking it back, okay. I don't know. Okay, all right. Oh, you like my shoes? Okay, I like the way your body shape. What we doing? Oh, nothing. Well, mind your business. Okay, I need somebody to like my clothes that's gonna take theirs off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's me. I don't know. Baby girl, shoe. I don't need your. I don't need your praise. Who the hell is you? Thanks, but no thanks. Not interested. And so I was trying to teach the young people, you got to know which people you want to think about you and which ones not. You do have to have people that think about you a certain kind of way. And then you have to know the difference between when your image, when your craft makes a difference. You can't get it all mixed together. And I was telling them, like, we got a lot of athletes. They really could play sports good, and everybody likes them as athletes. But then they start buying a bunch of mansions and they start buying too many cars and they start wanting to be liked outside of sports. And the next thing you know, they're broke. And then nobody likes them. Everybody's talking about him. He went broke. He's stupid. He went broke. When he should have just played ball, got his admiration as a ball player, and left that like that. No, they start going for the wrong admiration. And people lose all their money doing that. Look at Floyd. He was buying all that stuff for people to see it. You got a whole table full of watches that you ain't even wearing. For somebody to see, you got 20 cars. Would I want a Hellcat if I was in this generation? Not necessarily. I might want a truck. I might want a truck. My taste might be for a big truck. Am I right or am I wrong? You just jump in the conclusion that everybody like cars. Everybody don't like cars. Everybody don't like cars. I can honestly say I would never buy a Hellcat. That's not my type of car. You see what I'm saying, Tobin? That's not that's not my type of car just because people like you like it. I don't like those type of cars. I never liked Stingrays. I never liked I never liked sports cars. I like luxury cars and trucks. I don't like hell. I would never buy a Hellcat. A Hellcat to me is a waste of money. I wouldn't buy that. I'm a family man. I gotta have something my children can get into. A Hellcat is for a bozo that's driving up and down that ain't gonna have no kids. That's for a fool. But a man like me, I'm a king. I'm gonna have a queen. I'm gonna have some prince and princesses. I gotta have somewhere for them to sit down. I would never buy a two-seater. No, that's for a fool. Who the hell gonna buy a car only two people can get in it? But a jackass. A car is transportation. You didn't went and bought a Corvette. You didn't went and bought these stupid ass cars. Nobody can get in it. Hell no. You go to the store, you can't put your groceries in there. You see a bike you want to buy, you gotta say, "Could you deliver it?" Hell no. No, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want no Hellcat. No. Let's break down what he asked me. Now he said if I was in this current generation, right? Now let's break that down. Now I've been in current past generations, right? Did past generation have equivalent to a Hellcat today? Yes. Just listen at the mentality. So the mentality is that there have never been sports cars until this generation. Let that sink in. Is this the first generation that have those type of cars? No, no. Now, with my mentality, I wouldn't buy nothing called hell. I wouldn't buy nothing. I wouldn't want nothing that's used the word hell because I'm spooky. So no, I wouldn't want my car to be called hell. To me, that would be satanic. That would be on the dark side. No, I'm not getting in no hell. I'm not. Okay. Even when I was young, I'm not getting in no car called hell. Never. You understand? I started growing my dreads when I was a baby. So no, I wouldn't buy nothing called hell. Period. Uh-uh. I don't like Halloween. I don't want a hell cat, a hell dog, or to go to hell. So no. But I understand what you're trying to say. If I was in this generation, no. No, I wouldn't want that. Nope. No, I wouldn't buy that trash. I never bought a vet. I'd buy that shit. I'm a businessman. I gotta have a van. I gotta get everything gotta make some money. I don't want nothing that's taking money that ain't making no money. It gotta make some money. Or it's gotta have some other value. I'd rather have a van. I'm a family man. So I'd rather have a van where I can put my children, my wife in there, go on vacation, go out camping, stuff like that. Or a pickup truck with a big back, stuff like that. I'm a businessman. I don't small cars is out of there. And then to me, a car, I look at a car and safety. If I get in an accident, I need a lot of metal around me. I don't want to be in no little box and have an accident. I'm practical. I want metal. Yeah, if I'm driving, I want metal around me. I don't want to get in no little box and drive fast. That's weird. I never liked that kind of stuff. So, but I'm just pointing out how he said, if I was in this generation, would I want something that I could have wanted in my generation? That's basically what he asked me. I mean, that's what he asked me, right? No, no. And I like older cars. I don't really like the new cars because they're made out of junk. I like metal. But I would buy, nowadays, yeah, I would buy a truck or something. But I've always bought trucks and stuff like that. I never bought, I never bought, I never bought those type of cars. I bought trucks, vans, stuff like that. I'm a player. I ain't no little boy. I don't do little boy. I do big, big, you know what I'm saying? I don't buy little boy cars. You know what I'm saying? You, I don't buy I don't buy little boy cars. You see the lack on the Dayton's. You see the I never bought those little boy cars for me. When I see you in that, you look like a buster. You look like, you know, you look like a little boy. I don't like little boy stuff. You look like somebody you want to be a racing car. What kind of car do I currently own? On social media, I give no information. I give no personal information on social media. I don't give no information where I live. I don't give no information where my family's at. I don't give no information what I drive or nothing on social media. Social media is not the place to be telling your business. When I pull up on you, you don't need to know that's me. Every picture I show is old. I don't show no new pictures. I don't show no pictures of my children. I don't never show no pictures of a woman I'm with at that time. If I show a woman, we been broke up. That's what people want gang. If I show you a woman, it's gonna be somebody I've been broke up. And it's gonna be a woman that's not nowhere around. So let's say I broke up with a woman and she's still around somewhere in Chicago. I ain't gonna show her because it's social media and it's a bunch of nuts, right? It's a bunch of nuts on social media. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to know your personal business. That's to the rest of y'all watching. It's lunatics on social media. Don't tell nobody your personal business. Don't tell nobody your personal business. If I go somewhere, I only show you when I'm not there. If I show you me at a restaurant, I'm not there no more. I'm gone. Facts. If I show me at a restaurant, I'm not there no more. If it's a restaurant I go to all the time, I'm never gonna show. I'm never gonna show nowhere I go all the time. I'm not showing you shit. I'm not telling you nothing. Zero. Also, for the people smart on social media, and this is a good point, always play yourself down. So if you ask me how much money I got, I'm gonna tell you I'm broke. I don't got that much money. I'm struggling. What kind of car I got? I don't really got no car. I don't got a good car. I'm struggling. Facts. Because I don't give a damn what you think. If I got $200,000, I don't give a damn if you think I'm broke. The hell, what difference do that make what you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? If I got $1 million, right? What do I care if I tell you I'm broke? Think about that. What difference do it make if I say I'm broke? I'm struggling. Think about it. Let that sink in. If I got $1 million, I tell you I'm broke. I'm struggling. I don't got nothing. What difference does that make? Why you got to go out there and show everybody what you got? What do you benefit from showing what you got? The only way it's worth showing what you got is if you show what you got could make you some more money. There are times to show what you got because it can make you more money, but you have to make sure that's what it's going to do. If you're rapping and you got a bunch of chains on, that's going to make you some money. That's going to make people look at you. But when you show your wealth, even your wealth got to make you money. Everything got to make you money. If you're showing something for nothing, just for a bunch of people to like you, you a goofy. What do you get from somebody liking you? Nothing. You get nothing. And so I dress down. I don't want nobody to know I got no money unless they need to know I got some money for money. I don't want you looking at me unless you looking at me for money purposes. Period. I don't want no reckless eyeballing. I don't want you to see me. Period. I don't want to drive down the street and everybody see me. I don't want nobody to see me. The only person I want to see me is somebody got some money, gonna bring some money to the table. I don't want unnecessary eyeballs. I have a hard time teaching women that. Girl, stop going outside for everybody to see you because the people going to see you is not going to be friendly. The friendly people is not the ones going to be looking. That's a fact. Oh, you're going to get some attention. You're going to get the wrong attention. You're going to get somebody follow you back to your house. What just happened to little Zay Osama? All right, then. You ain't trying to attract no attention that don't pay, okay? You got to pay the cost to be the boss. Young people, listen to me. You want the money, not the attention. And then when you get attention, it need to be for money. Praise from strangers is stupid. What you want praise from a stranger? What you want a stranger to praise you for? You don't even know them. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even show my parents what I had. I wouldn't even show my parents what I had. Hey, real talk. So one day I was out and I get a text message. I get a text message on my beeper. I get a number. So I call it and they say, Dad in the hospital. Right? I call back. It's like, Dad in the hospital. So when I find out my father's in the hospital, I forget what I'm doing. So I race to the hospital. I jump out the car, run in the hospital. My mom is there with my dad. We dealing with my dad. He fell out on the side of the house. Da 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 da. So then, after so long, he's all right. My mother say her friend dropped her off from work, so drop her off at home. So now when we walking down, coming down the L, that's when I realized I got a mink coat on. I got all this jewelry on. Because I was taking care of I was in some money crowd and I had to look like money. But my mama didn't know I had this stuff. But I forgot. Because I would have, if I had time, I would have went and got my car for my mama to see. But I don't. So we come out the hospital, I hit the alarm, and she say, boy, what is you doing? When she see the car, she look at my clothes. She never seen none of that. She didn't know nothing I had or nothing. Because I only use certain cars and certain clothes, certain jewelry to make more money for an image I needed in a certain environment to increase my revenue. I didn't have it for nobody to see it. I had what we call a hoopty, and I ride around looking just regular. In those days, the detectives is out on Tuesday and Thursday. We never dress up and we never drive our good cars on Tuesday and Thursdays. Then you would have droughts. So the word be out your man say, well, you need to get these, you need to get 10 of these now, Ram, because it don't look like none coming in for a while. So when the droughts would come, we would hide the cars. See, the cars were hid. These cars were parked in these lockers. I did not have these in front of my house. You understand? I'm giving you young brothers game. Nobody need to know I got all that. My white friends, when they get money, they don't buy the best BMW. They buy a BMW nobody pay attention to. They don't buy the best Benz. They buy a Benz, the cheapest one. I don't buy that. Because that car is just to go to work and back. That's it. They focus on getting to work and get the money at work. They're not making no money in the car. See what I'm saying? They're not making no money in the car. They're more interested in their stock portfolio and their bank account. They're not interested in that other stuff. Yeah, they was out there. Yeah, they come out Tuesdays and Thursdays, especially on Thursdays. On Thursday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. If you was a hustler, you had to know how not to look like one. Not to mention that when the droughts come, who's out? The jackers is out. If the jackers see me drive by in these cars, what are they going to do? They're going to tail me on. They're going to rob me. You don't want no eyeballs on you. See, the truck I had for vending, I didn't even have a truck for balling. No, the streets not talk about me because the streets didn't know me. The streets didn't know me. Nobody knew me in the streets. I had two jobs. I was a hustler and I had another job. I had another job if you ran off with people money. And when you see me, you don't even know who I am. All you know is I'm telling you, where's dude's money? I was not popular. I'd never been to prison. I was not popular. I didn't go to I didn't hang out with the hustlers. I didn't park my car with them. I didn't do that. I'm telling y'all, anybody, if you come to Chicago and you say this dude Pharaoh, say, a lot of people are going to be like, who? Ain't nobody going to know me. Ain't nobody going to know me. I never went to the side and hung out with the folk on the hustlers and shit. I go to the one fool's crib, and he might got a couple guys over there. I never went and stood up with a bunch of hustlers so the feds could be like, I was a real gangster, a real hustler. All you doing is getting photos. Duh. That's a photo op for the feds. Why if you hustling and you out there and you're criminals, you don't work. What you don't do is bunch up. You never get together. You stay over there and you don't, duh. You don't bunch up. Why? Because I wasn't in it to bunch up. I wasn't in it to show off cars. I wasn't in it to show how much jewelry. I was in it to make money. That's it. I wasn't in it to be famous. I was in it to stack bread and make money. I go make my money and I go home to my wife and my children. That's it. What do I say to people that's in social media who say, buy that car? You won't be in your 20s forever. Don't want to be older, regretting money can come back, time won't. What you mean? If you bought the car and you older and you regretting it, that means you fucked your money up, right? So make it make sense. What do buying a car got to do with going broke when you get older? So yeah, I would say they sound stupid. That's what I would say. I would say you're most likely to regret buying all them goddamn cars when you get older and ain't got shit. That's what I would say. I would say anybody say that is a buster and they ain't getting no money. Because you don't want cars, you want cash. You want money. You don't want no car. So that don't make no sense. They say you're regretting it because money won't come back. Money, what money got to do with a car? So he's saying that the car is money. And you need to buy the car because you can't get money back. That don't make no sense because the car is not money. The car means you threw money away. You don't make no sense. Look what he says. He says, what y'all people on social media who say, buy that car. You won't be in your 20s forever. Don't want to get older regretting money can come back, time won't. If that's what you want to buy the car to feel like you're doing something, I mean, go and do it. Just that don't make me feel like I'm doing nothing. Now, if that make you feel like you're doing something, you might have been broke. You might have grew up in the projects. Your daddy wasn't shit. Y'all was broke. So yeah, you want to get the car. My daddy always had Cadillacs. I grew up in Cadillacs. So I wasn't chasing it like dudes, dudes that come up broke and come up dusty and come up in the project building stuff. They be having mental issues. Man, I grew up, man, all I ever had was baloney. And so it messed them up because they grew up poor. I ain't hating on them. I'm just telling you the psychology behind it. So a lot of times when dudes grow up super poor, they be chasing it. They be trying, their childhood got them messed up. So they ain't thinking clear anyway. And I ain't never, they buying every clothes they got because they ain't never had shit. So I would say make sure your children got nice clothes. Make sure you got a halfway decent way of living for your son so your son won't grow up and be a buster like that think a car make him something. If your son grew up and you already had cars and stuff and you worked and you was a good father and you was a good woman and y'all built some type of generational wealth, your son wouldn't be chasing it like a buster. So, most people they go through things. So this is what I'm talking about. They go through things. So they're not really buying the stuff because they want the stuff. They buying the stuff because they got problems. They was poor in the past. So because they was poor in the past, they trying to make up for it. The penitentiary is full of dudes that bought nice cars and shit. And if you go to the county jail, when they catching them cases, they're in the county jail like, Pharaoh, somebody want to buy a Hellcat because he don't got no bail money. And if the Hellcat worth 50 racks, he'd be like, they can get it for 15, they can get it for 20. It's a everything must go sale. They selling the rollies, they selling the diamonds, they selling everything because they ain't got no money for no lawyer, nothing. And then all that stuff is the reason they in jail because they went and bought all that junk. They ain't got most time they ain't got no investments and stuff like that. A young brother, when he started getting money, he got nice cars and stuff like that, right? Let's say a brother, he could buy the best Benz. And then let's say he get to the point he start investing in property. If you watch him, he'll tone the cars down. As he start investing in property, he won't buy all that stuff no more. He wake up. He start buying that stuff. He start changing because he see the car ain't got no value. The property got the value. The property got the value. You can get all that stuff for nothing, Mustafa, if you in jail with the right dudes, because they ain't got no bail money. They ain't got no lawyer money. They ain't got nothing. And they don't got enough money to keep paying the note on it. So it all get repo. It ain't paid for. Most of them dudes, listen, man, they don't own them cars. No, they leasing them cars. They don't own that shit. That's a lease. They leasing it. The jury, fake. The jury is not real. It's moissanite and stuff. It's all fraudulent. When you go to the top, to the cartel that got this stuff, he don't got none of that. He got a van. The cartel ain't got no Lamborghini. The cartel boss, the guy that got all the work, he don't got no Lamborghini. He don't got none of that stuff. He got a van. The one that got all of the bricks, he don't got none of that. He got a regular house and a regular car and a van. He do not have that stuff parked in front of his house. He not going to buy that. You might as well go to jail. You might as well turn yourself, you might as well go turn yourself in. Now I do understand because some people got mental, so some men they got mental issues, so they got to get in a car, they got to have the stuff, and then they feel like a man. It's like a fake. It's like a fake feeling like of accomplishments with all that junk. I understand that too. I understand. I ain't gonna be cruel. I understand. I understand what they be going through. But when you hustling, they're the worst dudes. I hate being around them. You ever been around dudes like that? They've never had none before, and they be buying all that junk. Oh man, they the worst people in the world. They got mental issues. And they suckers, because now the girls like them. The girls don't like you. They like the car, sucker. So they really think them women like them. I'm telling you. So they think them women like them. So they go start sleeping with them women. Them women have them babies. Boom, them women hit them for heavy child support. Let the money be legal. She take almost all of it. Yep. You got all them fancy cars and stuff. You run around with her, and every time she turn her back, she with a dude ain't got nothing. She's still with her old boyfriend, ain't got nothing. Every time you turn your back. Straight up. That don't make her love you. She don't love you because you got that junk. You a sucker. You a lame. I'm the one bringing you your work. We bring you plenty work. Yeah, buy some more stuff. Sell this shit. Get some money. Buy some more stuff. And call us back. And get some more work. And get some more work. And get some more work so we can stack this bread. So we can buy stocks and bonds. We buying cars at the auction and shit. We ain't buying that junk. We ain't putting our wives in no car where everybody know She with somebody getting her damn money right. Look at me. I'm with a dealer. Hell no. You ain't moving on the block and all the neighbors looking. No. No. You don't want to add that car on the block. You understand? You don't want nobody to see you. And they do it in the NBA. That's why they always broke. The athletes are always broke. That's the first thing they do. They go buy all that stuff. Like they're going to be playing basketball forever. You never seen an Asian at the gas station? That's because the Asians' gas station ain't where you live at. They be at the gas. I seen Asians at the gas station, but out there where they live at though. I seen Asians at the gas station, but out there where they live. They don't live. They live out in the suburbs outside of the city. Like all the Asians, they live in the west, the northwest suburbs, out around Schaumburg and all them little cities out there. That's where they all live. That's where the whites live too, and the Indians. They live where they can buy big houses, but the city taxes is low. They don't have to pay the high Chicago city taxes, so they get more property, more land for cheaper. They rather just they rather catch a train and come back and forth to work and have a big house than to live in Chicago and have a house with a little bitty yard and it costs $1 billion. They can go out there and get a nice house for way cheaper, a baby mansion for nothing, and then everybody else got it. You know what I'm saying? So it don't look you don't look rich. You just look like everybody else. But when you go out there, they don't got all them cars that the black dudes buy. Them white people and them Indian people out, they don't buy that junk. They don't buy no shit like that. The only person that buy them sports cars and stuff, white man, is an old white man going through midlife crisis that want to pick up young girls. He gray and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this what the younger white men and the middle-aged white men say when they see him. Look, Pop's going through midlife crisis. Look at this car. You know what I'm saying? They say going through midlife crisis. Because they always say, live your life, enjoy your life. And that's under the false pretense that that's enjoyable to you. So some people feel like the stuff they do, they feel like that would be enjoyment for everybody. So some dudes believe that if he 30 and he buy a real expensive car, that's enjoyment to him. So he feel like if you don't do that, you don't enjoy your life. That show you the brainwashing right there. They really believe that's enjoyment. Facts. But that's not enjoyment. Enjoyment is your baby born, your son running around the house, your children running around the house. You at the enjoyment, the most enjoyment is at home with your family, your children, your woman, your kids. That's the most enjoyment you're going to. The material shit ain't nothing. The first car they buy is a Corvette because they busters. Ain't nobody, because the new generation don't got no kids. There ain't no man that got a wife and two kids buying no Corvette. Only a fool gonna buy that. You gotta understand this new generation, they not fathers, they weirdos. They don't got no talking about dudes be 35, ain't got no children. Them is nuts. They don't represent life. That represents some type of mental illness. Who in the hell? Well, you got all that junk, you ain't even got no kids? Because I be on social media talking to them. They 40 years old, no kids. Talking about the car. He think the car is better than the son and the daughter. It's better to have a regular job and work a 9 to 5 and have a daughter and a son than have a whole lot of money and a big house and a car and no damn kids. Looking like a goddamn goofy. And then get mad and say all the women is gold diggers when you the one taught her how to dig gold. You told her digging gold is it. You don't get, you got this woman, you ain't making her have no babies and you think you a player. But you ain't putting no babies in her. What? You ain't putting no babies in her. What? You ain't even got nobody to inherit the stuff. And a new vehicle, it only got the feeling for like 7 months. I keep it $1 billion. It only got the feeling. It only got the feeling for 7 months. That's how you really know I'm really that. Ain't none of y'all. I don't give a damn. Floyd Mayweather. None of y'all can tell me that ain't true. A new car only got that feeling for 6 or 7 months. After 6 or 7 months, it ain't nothing. And it own you. You don't own it. It own you. You constantly wiping on it. It's like you the bitch. You constantly wiping on it. Your whole life is around that damn car. You don't want no dust on it. You want it to say shining constantly. You really don't even drive it like that. It don't even get to be a car. It don't be a car. It just be something to sit there. It just be something in to get in and everybody look at you. And then don't nobody be looking at you like you thought. Don't nobody give a damn, but you thought they was. And the only women like you is bust downs. And scam women. You don't get to meet no real good women. Every woman you meet is a goddamn gold digger. No, nobody love you. Everybody just trying to see what they can get out you. Facts. You got to keep the windows up because the chicken heads will jump in the car or the truck while it's rolling. They'll jump in. Married women that's in love will jump in and be with you because of that car and your clothes and your jewelry. And as soon as you have sex with her a little time, she turned to the enemy. She started talking, so you just gonna F me? Now she wants shit. And if you don't give her, she gonna turn your world into a nightmare. And this same woman that was praising you turned into the devil. She want to see you go down. Some of them, if you're doing illegal, they will call the police on you. They will seek, yeah, they'll hear so-and-so. He's selling this. Yeah, you'll go to prison. Yeah, that adoration flip real quick. Because everybody that look at you, what you got, that quickly turns into hate. It turns into praise, and then what I could get. That's an absolute fact. Anybody that been in the game will tell you. I don't care if it's legal money, whatever. You always want to stay modest. Once you get too flashy, you're going to lose money. Look, I give you a perfect example. Go to Instagram and look at all the dudes with all that money. Why they on Instagram every day? If they got so much money, why they on Instagram every day? If they got that much money and they doing that well, why they on Instagram every day telling you they doing well? Why they hustling on Instagram like that? Why they always trying to sell you something? If they got money, why they always got a plan for you to buy? Why they all you gotta do is open your eyes and see. If they got that much money, why they always hustling on Instagram? Remember, Polite had a lot of money. Let him tell it. They be broke. Floyd is broke. The ones with money, what kind of car 50 got right now? He don't be showing no cars. 50 only wear jewelry to make more money. 50 don't show no houses no more. Remember 50 first got in there, he was showing them cars and shit. Look at 50. All he show is what he produces. All he ever show you is what he wants you to buy. Tell me I'm lying. Every time you see 50 Cent, he dissing somebody for attention and he's selling. That's how he do it. Sell, sell, sell. He ain't showing you no cars. He ain't showing. When he show you a watch, he show you a watch because they gave it to him to advertise. When he show you a watch from a jeweler, they paid him. They paid him. They gave him that watch to help them sell watches. Facts. He ain't buying that shit. I'm telling y'all what I know. When you get money, you don't want nobody to know you getting no money. What you want to do is get the hell out the way. That's what you want to do. The only way to get money is to be quiet. And what people think about you don't matter if it don't make them spend no money with you. And if you got too much money, ain't nobody gonna spend no money with you unless you can market your product. The product got to be bigger than you. Once you bigger than the product, you're done. Dame Dash was always bigger than the product. Stupid. The product got to always be bigger than you. If I'm hustling and I'm selling work, it's for the young brothers. Listen to me. If I'm selling work, a lady spending $200 a week with me. She a nurse or she doing something. She making money, right? If I come to her house dressed too nice and cars too nice, she gonna start thinking about her $200. You understand? I'm gonna make her think about her. She gonna want to get nice stuff. So she gonna start thinking, I need to stop giving him my money and I need to buy nice stuff. I can't come to our house with a bunch of jewelry on. I can't come to our house dressed up. I can't come to our house with a whole bunch of nice shit because I'm reminding her where her money going. She not gonna keep giving you her money if she see you living good. You gonna have to look regular. I learned, I listened and I learned. I had a customer. I used to go to her house twice a week. I'm making a lot of money just from that one lady. One day, she said, you always dress nice. She ain't had to tell me twice. I stopped dressing nice. Hey, I don't know if y'all learned it. She was looking at what I was wearing. So when she said, you always dress nice, I'm thinking, you paying for it. So when I went home, I kept thinking, she said, I look nice, but she giving me her money every week. I said, I got to stop. I can't go over there looking like this. Because she going to get hip that she paying for it. If I know she paying for it, I don't want her to know she paying for it. I'm showing her too much. I can't look better than them. I don't want them thinking about money. I just want them to give it to me. I can't be pulling up any. I can't. You can't be looking nice. Nobody gonna spend money with you if you look too nice. If you got too much fancy shit, you lose money. That's why white boys go to work in Dockers and shit. Y'all ain't notice that? They don't go no work in no designer suits. Before a white dude go to work in designer suits and stuff like that, he way at the top. And then he only wear that because now that makes money. There's a certain position you got where that makes money. So I'm a high-end lawyer. So yeah, now the $800 suit helps me charge you more. It puts me as a prestigious lawyer. They only wear it if it fits the business. If that don't fit the business, they not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it if it's not a problem. If it don't help the business model, they're not gonna do it. That's why them big alternative rappers, they don't show all that shit. Because they represent alternative music. They don't represent the baller type rappers. The baller type rappers are always struggling. The little Uzi Verts in them, they don't show all that. They just be weird. And that's how they get booked at Lollapalooza. Tell me I'm lying. What's the guy that was dating one of the Kardashians? Him. That had the big concert and people got hurt. He don't be showing all that. That messed up his reputation. I think you can invest in real estate. You can invest in what you want to invest in. You can invest in real estate. You can invest. You know what I'm saying? If I was going to give you advice, I don't like to give money advice because the game is to be sold, not told. But for y'all, sometimes I break the rules. I'm going to break a little rule right here. If you don't see, I ain't gonna say nothing. You gotta see. That's it. Hey, thank me later. You know what I'm saying? Thank me later. Those, who has eyes to see, let them see. And who has ears to hear, let them hear. I gave you game right there. Because when it comes to money, it's none of your business. Nobody gonna tell you how to get no money because nobody wants you to get money because they trying to get it. And the more people getting the money you trying to get, the less money you gonna get. So why would I show you how to get the money I'm trying to get? Now you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna show you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no money. I'm just stupid Pharaoh on here. So donate to the channel because I'm struggling. PayPal, Cash App. All I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Cause me, I don't really look up to money like that. Money's not money and wealth is not a big deal to me. When you got these charts, you got money, you got this. At the top of mine is health. So at the top of my chart is health, because health is wealth. And if you dead, you ain't got no money. If you sick, you ain't got no money. What good is $100 million with cancer? Let's just keep it $1 billion. Okay, you got $100 million and you got cancer. Chadwick had money. Where we at? Passed away in his 40s. You ain't got no help. That's it. So in my words, health. Because if you got your health, you can make money. See, if you're trying to hustle and get money, and let's say you 58 and you pass away at 63, but if you 68 and you're going to live to 88, you know how much money you can make? You know how much money you can make from 68 to 88. So as long as you're alive, you could get bread. Bread's not the problem. The problem is, are you alive to get bread? And what good is bread getting rich at 25 and you get gunned down or you have a car accident and you gone at 30? You went and got money for nothing. Fool, you ain't even going to live you're gone. Make it make some sense. What good is the money? Tupac could have got rich. Where he at? And prison. Suge got rich. Where he at? Puff got rich. Where he at? So money, shmoney. Money, shmoney. Thanks for supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? Health is number one. You understand? Money and who like you. You only want to be liked by your family. If they do, the ones don't like you, to hell with it. But don't hate on them. And you only want to be liked in cases where you make your money. Stop trying to go out here and be liked by people you don't know. They're not bringing nothing to the table. And you're trying to get unnecessary attention. Dress for yourself. Don't dress for everybody else. Don't buy clothes for everybody. Buy clothes for you. Don't buy clothes for everybody. Don't wear jewelry for everybody. Don't buy cars for everybody to see you. Buy a car for you. Stop trying to do something to impress everybody. Because what happened, that leads to depression. Because don't nobody care. Anybody that's honest will tell you that you can go, you could be a young man, you could buy the best sports car in the world. And I'm telling you, after 14 months, you're going to see nobody care but users. Nobody decent going to care. And the only people going to care about that car is going to be the worst people in your life. That's why you see all of these famous dudes have these horrible relationships. That's why Megan Thee Stallion couldn't stay with Clay. Because they only together based on money and prestige. They can't find love because everybody just looking at what you got. And when everybody just looking at what you got, you might as well not have nothing. You live your whole life for a car and clothes and houses that going to outlive you. The car's in great shape. You the one in the hospital. You raggedy. You took more care of the car than you took care of your colon, your kidneys, your heart. Car's nice. You ain't shit, though. My father told me, he told my mother, he said, Bessie, take all this plastic off this furniture, because they had a living room set. My daddy told my mama, take this shit off here. Take all this plastic off here. My daddy said, I want to sit on this furniture. My daddy said, I want this furniture to be towed up. I want this furniture to be used. I don't want this furniture to be in excellent condition when I pass away. He said, why would I want the furniture to be in excellent condition and I'm dead? That's what my daddy told me. He said, I want to use my stuff. And he used to show me some way to get up. He said, look at some Mr. So-and-so wiping on that car, wiping on that car, wiping on. That's all I do every day, wipe on that damn car. My dad said, that car going to be in great shape. He going to be dead. So my daddy, you taught me. My daddy never cared nothing about his Cadillacs. He bought them. He kept them clean. He drove them. But my daddy did not wipe on them Cadillacs and worship them Cadillacs. He drive it 2 or 3, 4 years and he trade in and get another. He never worshiped them. So when I grew up, he taught me not to worship that stuff. I know everything I love. Being young like that, 14, 15, driving brand new Cadillacs, I learned early. Because people was just phony as hell. My boy wanted to go somewhere. I got a Chevy Vega. I'm 16. I got a Chevy Vega that's only like a year or 2 old. His mama got a Skylark. He don't got no car. I'm the guy. I got my own car. I got a Chevy Vega. My daddy got a Cadillac. He say he want to go somewhere. I pull up in my Chevy to go somewhere. He asking me, why you don't get your daddy car? What y'all think about that? He asked me, why I don't get my daddy car? I got my own car. He don't got no car. His family got a Skylark. My daddy got a brand new Cadillac. The man not happy that we kids and I got my own car and we could go somewhere. He want me to go get my daddy's Cadillac. What y'all think about that? Instead of being like, man, he got a car, let's go hang out. That ain't weird. We both teenagers. You don't got a car. Right? I got a car, my own car, a little Chevy. I could pick you up, we could go somewhere. You want me to get my daddy's Cadillac. Why you don't ask your daddy to get the car? I'm tripping because I never thought about it. Why would I ask my daddy to get the car? I got a car. Why do I want my daddy car? I got a car. He was my friend, but the thing was, he didn't have a car. So he didn't know the value I felt having a car. He missed that part, right? I can understand him want to ride in that. It's a fancy car. His parents ain't got one. He want to experience it, right? So it wasn't like he was tripping. He wasn't tripping because he wanted to be in the Cadillac. He was tripping because he didn't recognize I had a car and he didn't. That's his mistake. He didn't make no mistake wanting to get in the car. That's very understandable. He made a mistake not recognizing that we was lucky I had a car. I didn't have no problem with him wanting to get in my daddy car. I had a problem that he didn't see, bro, we got a car. He was overlooking our blessing. That's what I didn't like. That's what I didn't like. Because I never thought to ask my daddy for his car. I was happy I had a car. I'm ready to go. What the hell you mean to get my daddy car? I got a car. I'm only 16. I got a practically new car. My car. Bruh, the hell with my daddy car. I don't want that car. What the hell I want to get in that car for? And so I learned early. I know one time I was going on a date with a girl, and I would take, when it was like a nice date, like a prom or something, I would take his car. And I remember one time, some just told me park down the street. So I parked the Cadillac down the street. So when I went up to the door, the girl came to the door to her mother, and we walked out. So I started walking to a regular car. You know what she said? We going in this? I told her, go back in the house. We ain't going nowhere. Because I ain't like that. I told her, go back in the house. We ain't going nowhere. And when she started walking the house, I went to my daddy Cadillac and got in there and go. I was like a junior in high school. I was like a junior in high school. But my daddy always had Cadillacs. But it's just like, you going out with me or you going out with the car? I just didn't like it. That's why I did that. I wanted to see what kind of woman she was. If she was a real queen. No, I ain't like her. I was trying to like her. We was just going out. I ain't really know her. You know how it's a girls' school, you kind of like a little bit, you want to go out, but you don't like her like that. You got to go out and hang out to like a girl. So just because you think she cute and you kind of like her at school, that's not the same as girlfriend like. So she wasn't my girlfriend, so we didn't have that type of like. We was just getting acquainted, really. And this was like our first date. But she wasn't the type for me. She wasn't the type for me because I need her to be with me. I don't need her to be with the car. It wasn't gonna work out anyway. It wasn't gonna work out anyway if she going out with because of the car. I asked you to go out the car and I asked you to go nowhere. And that's why y'all marriages be failing. Because you marry these women with all this money and stuff, then you get your ass up there to win what you say. Through sickness and through health. For richer or for poor. For better or for worse, till death do you part. But baby girl didn't marry you for rich or poor. She married you because the shit you got. So you don't know if she loved you or not. You don't know. You don't know if she loved you. She didn't marry you for rich or for poor. If you was poor, she wouldn't even marry your ass. Who want to be around people based on what you got? And that's what they brainwashing the young generation to be like, who like you and what people think about you. And then when you go about what people think about you, they can pretend they think good about you and really don't. So you don't really know what they really think about you. You know what they make you think they think about you. Now you functioning off of somebody liking you, but do they really like you? And you doing all kind of nut ass shit to be liked. Because see, when I was growing up, I didn't have no peer pressure because, nigga, I'm the peer. So what peer pressure? I'm that. What peer? Who's the peer? Who's the peer? You better raise your kids to know it ain't no damn peer. Who's the damn peer? The whole concept of a peer is false. What peer? What's a peer? You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to school or whatever, they ain't going to respect you until they know you don't give a damn about them. That's when they respect you. All the people in the peer is people that don't give a damn. That's why they put you in the peer when you don't give a damn about the peer. Yeah. So I never liked peer pressure, and I never wanted to be in the peer because I never wanted to be around nobody disrespect other kids. So I never disrespect nobody at my school. The facts. Any kid went to school with me tell you, no, he didn't play no favoritism. He didn't play no bullying. He didn't play no looking down on nobody. All the children at the school to me was the same. Nobody was a nobody. Everybody was a somebody. I don't do that. I don't do you the favorite kid. No. No, I'm hanging with everybody. The smart kids, the dumb kids, the kids with money, the kids, all of them is my friends. Everybody is my friend at this school. I'm not doing no type of weirdo. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Anybody went to school with me, I tell you. That's why every school I went to, I was the king. Shit. I was the king. Anywhere I went, I was the king. Because everybody was cool. Facts. That quiet kid, mess with him. I'm going to be on your neck. I'm going to be the one. Leave him alone. Leave her alone. What the hell wrong with you? The funny looking kid. Leave them alone. We don't signify on the funny looking kid. We only signify on the signifiers. We don't bother the quiet kids. You know, you go to school and you're a freshman and it's a sophomore, pick the quiet kid to mess with. That's when I'd be like, why you mess with him? Why don't you come mess with me? Yeah. Yeah, why don't you come over here with that? As a matter of fact, I represent them. So now what? That's how I was fought. That's how I was rolling. Cause I don't like groups. I don't like peers. I don't like looking down on people. I don't do that. I don't do no looking down on people. That's weirdo stuff to me. That's when you looking down on people, you're a buster. That's why you doing that, because you ain't shit. The only reason you're gonna look down on somebody because you ain't nothing. So now you ain't nothing. So you gotta look down on them to try to feel like you something. I already know you ain't nothing. When I see you function like that, I know you're not nothing. On social media, when I see the trolls, I know you're a loser. Who else got time to do that? Because I know y'all be like, why talk crazy to the trolls? Because a troll ain't nothing outside. A troll gonna fall outside. Facts. There's not a troll on here that meet me in public in real life. You're not gonna do nothing because a gangster don't troll. So I already know you not nothing. You're a foe. Because G's, we don't do that. We ain't trolling. What boss trolling? I already know you a loser. Because I know y'all be like, well, the Pharaoh be talking crazy dudes. I already know they not built like that. They not built like that. There's nobody built like that do that. It's a lot of brothers on here that's built like that. You'll never see them troll. It's some real hardcore brothers be watching me. You'll never see them troll. They don't say much. They'll say, yeah, you right, just like that. But the real brothers that's really like that can really fight, that's really rough, they don't do all that. They don't do no weirdo shit. They're already confident. They ain't over here doing no weirdo stuff. That's why me and them gonna get along. The real hardcore brothers over here, they ain't doing that. Only punk weirdos doing that. Who really about it that's really living a life out here got on be on the internet trolling? Make that make some sense. How the hell I'm gonna be on the internet trolling? Are you serious? Just saying stuff to somebody on their channel? I just go on somebody's channel and just start saying stuff. The person on their channel doing what they do. I'm going to go watch what I want to watch, and what I don't want to watch, I don't watch it. I'm not going to watch what I don't want to watch and troll what I don't want to watch, but I'm watching what I don't want to watch. You watching me, but you don't want to watch me. And you trying to make me think you about that life, and you watching me and you don't want to watch me. I had one dude, he was supposed to be a GD. He said something slick. I said so. He said, you must not know. If you knew who, he said, if you knew who I was. That's what he told me. He said, if you knew who I was. And I'm thinking, well, let me find out who you is then. But you mean if I knew who you was? What is you talking about? Is it important what people think about me? No, not if I ain't getting no money with them. They can kiss my ass. What a woman think about me, they ain't gonna give me no kitty cat, don't matter. It only matter if she gonna let me bust it down. If she ain't gonna let me bust it down, what difference do it make? What difference will make what you think about me? Is it gonna stop me from paying my bills? I'm just saying, what it gonna do if you don't like me? What that gonna do? What that mean? What that mean? What you think about me? If you think good about me, what I get from that? Because in what I do in the world, I want you to like the product, not me. Right now, like the product is a live streaming. I want you to like the live streaming, not me. I want you to like the live, but not me. Because personally, I only want women to like me. I don't even want dudes to like me. Pause. I only like coochie to like me anyway. That's all. I only like women to like me. I don't really care about dudes. Hold on. I'm going to just keep it about. I don't really care too much what dudes think. Let's take a break. Look, it's for the young brothers. I'm giving y'all super gang. Like when you're dealing with a crime family, there's a dude at the top. And then there's all these dudes, right? And so now when you're dealing with a crime family, all these dudes is trying to suck up to the dude at the top. So when I was involved with a crime family, I didn't do that. Let me get my work and go. See what I'm saying? Let me get my work and go. Let me get my work and go. So now the dude at the top, he's got all these dudes sucking up, and one by one, they all do him dirty. They all flogged. One by one, they drop off. The suck-ups. At the end of the day, the only one that the top guy to talk, respect, and trust is me. Because I never sucked up, which means I never got in your personal business. I never pushed up, so I can't fall off. And I was always there for you when you needed something, but I wasn't just running around with you. If you need something, I'm there. But if you don't need nothing, I'm busy. Facts. And so after being around a long time, guess who they favorite be? Pharaoh. Why? Stayed out the way. Never was in my family business. Never was gossiping. Never was talking. Was there when it was necessary. Minded his business. Never became an enemy. Because I stayed the hell out the way. I didn't try to compete with the other dudes. Because I'm not in this to compete. I'm in this to get my shit and go sell it. Period. Point blank. We hustling. I'm trying to get a bag. I'm not trying to be no damn friends. I'm here to get my package and go. That's that. And now, when things went bad, guess who the one come through in the clutch? Me. Because we was never enemies. It was always my man. It was always, you know what I'm saying? I'm there for him. But I wasn't up under him. I was doing me. I got a wife and children. That's who I'm under, my wife and my children. I'm not running around with no dude. I don't give a damn who you is. Stay out the way and stay loyal. It's easier to be loyal when you ain't in the way. Did I want to be liked? No. I didn't want to be liked. Everybody knew I didn't want to be disliked or liked. I didn't want to be liked or disliked. I didn't function on that. I functioned on nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing or there's problems. Period. All I did, only thing that mattered was problems. Those we don't want to have. That's how I function. I didn't function with friends. I functioned with enemies. That's the only thing get my attention. The only thing get my attention if you become a problem. And I'm efficient because nobody gonna know you're a problem. So nobody knows what happened. Why would I let everybody know we got a problem? I'm not gonna even let you know we got a problem. For what? My job is to make the problem go away. My job ain't to let the problem know it's a problem, and I just got to get rid of the problem. It's you know, that's how I was functioning. I'm off to myself, minding my business. You don't want me to mind your business, so mind your business. That's how I function. Because I was like real mean and I was real antisocial. And I ain't like people. Only person I like was my wife. I didn't like people. Nobody. I didn't like people. I didn't do people. Let me come, get my package and go and do what I do. I don't dislike you, but I don't put myself in a position to like or dislike and all that. That's too weird. We just doing business. Let's have a friendly meet and greet. No, I don't want to meet you. Why would I want to meet you in that channel pic? No, I don't want to meet you. I'm not going to meet somebody with an alias name, no picture. Well, you want me to meet a picture of a microphone? Stop talking stupid. This is a picture with a microphone with a fake name that see my real face and stuff say you want to meet me. You think I made it this long? Being an idiot, I would never meet you or meet up with you. There's nothing to benefit. I would never do nothing to you or meet you. I don't know you. There's no benefit. I don't do no business with you. You're just some weirdo on the internet that I block and I unblock you because I unblock you because every time you come over here and show commercials, I make money off of you. That's the only reason you're not blocked. You see them commercials that ran? That's why you're not blocked. Okay? So I'm teaching you something. Other than that, you will be blocked. But blocking you is blocking money. So I'll block you if you come out talking crazy. And I'll come and unblock you so you can come watch these commercials so you too can send me some money. I just said, keep it gangster down. Keep it gangster. That's the only reason you over here. Because I'm making money off of you when you get through playing. Think about it. Other than that, you would have been gone if I wasn't monetized. Uh, if I met him, he would not like me. If I met him, he would not like me. He would not like me. It'll be something else going on. He would not like me, and he would not like the meeting. But most likely, he'll be cool. I'll make a friend out of him. Most likely, he'll be cool once I meet him. He'll flip. He'll No, man, it ain't like that, brother. I watch you. Da, da, da. That's how that'll go. And I'll be like, cool. Because I don't do problems and shit like that. I don't do problems. He would not like me if I met him. People on the internet, that's not how they really are. He can't really feel my essence on the internet. But just even being on the Chicago streets and me walking up to you in Chicago is a whole experience for him. Especially if I don't come by myself. And I bring a couple of associates. Which I wouldn't do because there's no money in it. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. There's no money in that. Why would I waste my time with a goofy on some negative stuff where there's no money? Why you think I never been in a penitentiary? I would never meet with him. For what? You see what I'm saying? What do people think? What do I care about what he thinking of me? I don't know him. See what I'm saying? So why would I care at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to teach young people. Stop trying to worry about what somebody think about you when there's no economical benefit to it or no type of benefit to your health or your family or nothing. Why are you interested in that admiration? It's a wasted admiration. It has no value. Meet him for what? There's no business value in meeting him. I want to meet somebody talking about some money or some business or something positive. I don't want to meet just any buster on social media just for what? So he want me to go put gas and go and meet you for what? For what economical benefit? For what health benefit? For what positive benefit? This is what we got so many young brothers and sisters getting involved with people where it's a negative and it's not a positive. That's all make believe. I don't believe shit you saying. Because if you want to help the black community, you was positive, you'd have your real name, your real face. You wouldn't have no fake bootleg name hiding. You cannot be trusted. Nothing you say is legitimate. You're a make believe character. We're not the same. I'm really me. My name is PharaohElAton with my real face. Me and you don't match. You're a channel pick with a microphone. We don't match. This is you and this is me. We don't match. For all I know, you the police. You're a nobody. You're a person with a fake. You ain't standing on nothing. You got no prestige. You got no pride. You're not promoting yourself. You can't even. You're not even promoting yourself over here. Your name's Channel Pick. You're not even using social media for nothing beneficial. But anyway, come back tomorrow. No, it ain't always been make money to take care of your family. It's been make money, take care of your health, make money to take care of your family. Because if you ain't healthy, you can't make no money and you can't take care of your family if you're in the hospital with colon cancer. Everything you want to do is based on your health. But me, it's like, what does it say? It doesn't say wealth is health. What's the first word? Health is wealth. It don't say wealth is health. Health is wealth. You get up and you go make money. How could you make money if you sick? So the key to a good, how can you take care of your wife and you sick? How could you raise your children and you sick? Health is the most important thing in your life. Health, health. But I moved all those conversations to vegan intel. So go over to vegan intel because I felt like people didn't appreciate those conversations. So I took it to an audience that would appreciate it. I stopped talking about that over here. How do I feel about Clay and Meg breaking up and Nicki Minaj breaking up? I don't think nothing about it. I don't care. I don't care because in this world we live in, her and Clay, they could be running a play. That could have been fake the whole time for publicity. So I can't get involved with that. With them type of people there, they'll call on the phone. Let's pretend we a couple, all that. So I can't get my emotions in something. They might be running a play. They might not have never been no couple. It could be a million things. He can have a story leaking saying he gay. And he called her like, man, this is a story coming out. It's a dude talking about I slept with her, telling everybody I need a woman. It could be anything. So I don't pay no attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay no attention to that. I don't do gossip. I don't do gossip. I don't do gossip. I could get a lot more views if I did gossip. If I was over tomorrow, Whack 100 said this, and if I leave a lot of money on the table because I don't do gossip. I don't do gossip. I don't do crime until they go to court. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna hear me talk about none of these cases until they go to court. You're not gonna hear me talk about Big U until the trial. Because I'll come out the streets and you don't talk about criminal cases until they go to court. I only talked about Young Thug court case. You gotta go to court first. Well, me, I don't know about people gossiping with me because I don't be around the people that would hear the gossip. I don't be around nobody. So gossiping wouldn't do any good because whoever you're talking to, I ain't gonna be around them anyway. I'm a ghost. I don't socialize like that. That's what's up, Cyrus. I don't. All y'all go subscribe to Vegan Intel to get me up to 1,000 subscribers. I think I need like 10 more. But yeah, I don't socialize like that. I only hang out with my cousin, and then I got 6 children, right? So I got 6 children. So I just hang out with my daughters, my sons, like that, or my woman, like that. I don't. So I wouldn't. I'm not. There's nothing to gossip because I'm out the way. Gossip come from hanging out. If you don't, out of sight, out of mind. So nobody's really talking about me because I'm not around like that. See, what I used to do in the streets, it wasn't safe to hang around. That's a RICO. It's the reason I never been to prison. So what I used to do, hanging around, is a no-no. That's a RICO. See what I'm saying? So that's how I adapted. And then even when I was just doing roster, When I was a young roster, I didn't hang around because I was always busy. So when you busy, you're not gonna hang around. You're too busy. Every day, I'm getting ready to go to a concert. I got to go sell at this concert. I got to go sell at this event. I got to go sell at that event. After I sell my stuff Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I got to go and get some rest. Now I got to restock for the next weekend. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You could just call me Pharaoh. So now I got to restock for the next weekend, right? And then if I'm at the event, I don't got time to if I don't got time to hang out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at an event, I can't hang out. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving you a lot of game over here. I'll give you an example. I used to sell incense downtown LA, right? So I used to sell incense. I'd be downtown with my incense at lunchtime. Then we'll go watch a movie or something. And then when they get off work, go, we make a whole lot of money. I sell like $150 worth of packs of incense. My boys sell 150 packs, and my queen sell like 200, 250, right? So we would make 5 to 550 every day, 6 days a week. Think about that. Back in the 80s, we selling $550 worth of incense Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In the 80s, that's a lot of money. $1 a pack. Everybody looking at us like we bombs. We making more money than them. So one day I was down there selling my incense, and a brother came. He started having a conversation with me. But I looked up after a while and realized, damn, I ain't sold no incense because I'm talking to this dude, and nobody gonna stop and buy incense because I look preoccupied. So I'm like, dude, okay, well, I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? So I realized, oh, if you distracted, you ain't gonna make no money. Well, when I went to Hawaii, I started growing, ganja. Then when I came back, I was selling this. So then I stepped up to concerts and t-shirts and novelties. And so I didn't have no time to socialize. See, this the band right here, Culture. Rest in peace to the brother. So while everybody else socializing the weekend where I'm at. Now, this event has started. But guess what time I had to be out there? I had to be out there at 9 in the morning because you got to set up before the doors open. So if you want to bring your car in there to set up your booth or your truck, you got to come from 9 in the morning because once it's going to be at 10:30, you got to get your vehicles out of there, right? Because they got insurance on the place. And once the event start, the insurance ain't going to cover you running over nobody in there. So you got to get there early in the morning, set your stuff up, go park your vehicle and come. And then you got to lay your stuff out on your table and be ready for when the doors pop and the customers coming. There was certain rosters used to want to come and sit in the booth, think they could sit behind my booth. Bro, I'm at work. Y'all can't come and smoke no childs and smoke in the booth. I'm at work. I got customers coming. I'm finna sell $3,500 worth of stuff, $2,500 worth of stuff, $1,500 worth of stuff, $900. I'm gonna sell like that. This might be a two-day event, might be a 3-day event. If it's a 3-day event, I might make $4,000. I'm not out here to socialize. All my socializing is with the customers. Do you got that in a medium? Yeah, I got it in the medium. You got this in a large? Yeah. And if they come and they see I'm socializing, they're not going to stop and spend no money. I dressed all the bands. This was a shirt a lady had made for me in South America with the gold metallic with his Majesty's speech on the back. I had the gold ones. I'm the only one that had the silver one. That's another thing. I got to be special. And I always wear white, gold, and silver. So mine was silver. You know what I'm saying? Mine was silver. But those I wouldn't sell. So the only thing I cared about my booth and my presentation. That's it. I wasn't doing personal. Those people come to those Kwanzaa, African Liberate. They don't know me. So the only thing they know is how I present myself at the event. How I present myself is what they think of me. So they need to think of me as the dude that got everything, as the vendor that got everything red, black, and green, and red, gold, and green. That's what I want to be known for, that I got the most efficient booth, period. That's it. They don't need to know me for nothing personal. You understand? They need to know me for my business. And when I talk to them, I need to talk to them as a business person or talk to them as somebody that's trying to make their event enjoyable, because they're at an event and I'm a part of the event. So I have to make them enjoy being at the event. That's it. And then I got more people want to buy stuff. So how long I could talk to you when the lady's saying, well, how much is this shirt? See, I can't keep talking to you. That one saying, how much is this shirt? That one saying, how much that shirt? Because it ain't no line, it's a table. So doing that as a shorty and being a businessman, same in the band. I played in bands too. And playing in a band, also again, it's not personal. When you play in a band, you're there to entertain the crowd. That's it. And you're there to look entertaining and to perform. You're a professional. There's no personal nothing. The only thing you got personal is with the band. See, I'm a bass player. That's that. I'm not, the crowd is there to have fun. I'm not there to have fun. I'm there to play the bass line, to play the songs for you to have fun. I'm getting paid. So I'm a hustler, so everything is non-personal. Because my job is entertainment or sales or something like that. I'm like an assistant to the people to have a good time. That's it. You can't be an asshole and play. The guy next to me, he can't hate me and we playing in the band. There's got to be respect with the band. And there's respect. You just don't say much. That's all. You keep your mouth shut and you only talk about the show. A lot of my stuff was my own merchandise. My incense was my own merchandise because you can make your own flavors. So you got incense, you can buy strawberry oil and coconut and dip it together, and now you got strawberry shortcake. That's your own original. I got my own labels. See, I made my own incense. I wasn't selling nobody else's incense. And then as far as merchandise and stuff like that, I was getting merchandise custom made too. I already told y'all that. Right? This shirt was my own shirt, customized. This was not a shirt you could buy nowhere. This was my own that shirt is my own merchandise. That was nobody else's shirt. Nobody had that shirt. John. That's why I made a lot of money. I had merchandise that was popular and my own merchandise. I used to take, like, when I would get from Nicholas Novelty, I might get a Bob Marley shirt. I would take the Bob Marley shirt to the Koreans and have them put Bob on a white skirt, on a blouse, and make it for the women. That was all custom. That was all custom. And then I also sold roster crowns. So brothers would come to me and they want a crown. If I didn't have one on the table, I'd be like, okay, give me your number. I would go to their house, measure their head, and I would go get their crown made for them. See, this custom. I go get their hat custom made for them. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I got hats made for them because some of them it won't fit their head, or they might need one this big. They might got a lot of locks, or they might want one rounder. And then also I sold them in the hood. I sold them to the rappers too. I'm the one dressed Bobby Brown and all them. When you see all them dudes, all them, I sold them that shit. When you see Bobby Brown with the short little Rasta hat, he bought that from me. This way back. This back in the 80s. I was getting custom. See this crown I got on? That's custom. You can't just buy that hat. That hat was made. No, you wouldn't get it made at Essence Fest. They'd give me their number and I would make it another day. Those was ordered from New York. It might take a week or so to get the hat. Now I had some already made. I had a bunch already made that rosters could fit. And then they used to have the African medallions. But I made the red ones and the blue ones for the Crips and the Bloods. I had the blue ones. I had the blue ones and the red ones. And I would go to the hood and sell them to the Crips and the Bloods. I was the first. I was the only one had the red medallions with the Africa and the blue one. Because I knew the sisters that made them. And I would go to them and say, make me some blue ones and red ones. In other words, I'm the salesman, and I supported the manufacturers. I support the brothers and sisters that made stuff. So they make it, and then I sell it. And then sometimes I'd instruct them, make something like this, make something like that. So I was buying from them wholesale. They making the wholesale money, and I'm making the retail money. Like they might make a bunch of medallions that only cost them $1.25. They sold to me for like $2.50, $3. Then I sold them for $7 or $10. So they make money, then I make money. I'm saying all that to say I didn't have no time to play. That's my point. I was busy. So I didn't have time for foolish. I never had time for foolishness in my whole life. I never was involved with gossip, food, none of that. When I started going dreadlocks, I had to work for myself since the 80s, since 78. 78, by 1980, I had to work for myself. Nobody would hire me with this hair. So I didn't have time to play. I had to figure out how to make money without cutting my hair and bowing down to the Babylon system. I don't know nothing about Essence. Essence is some new shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking old history. before. There was no essence back then. There was no essence, nothing back there. Was none of that stuff existed. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking way back here. This before essence. It's the one where you used to put your dollars in there. I'm talking way back here. I ain't talking no new stuff. I'm talking 80s. I'm selling stuff to Chuck D and now KRS-One. To them, I'm dressing them. I'm dressing. I'm dressing all of the big reggae artists. So I'm talking something different. I ain't talking no essence. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking way back. You understand? There was just another of many. It was a whole bunch. I understand what you're saying though. But no, I was way back. I was dressing everybody way back. By the time you got to the 90s, they was cheating the vendors. So that era they was cheating. You be a vendor, they want to charge you $800. How you gonna make your money back? No, I was a vendor when a booth was like $75. At first, the first there wasn't no booth. So when I started vending, there wasn't no booth. They would charge me $25 to set up. By the time we get to the 90s, the art was dead. Essence in them is all crooks. You see, I keep avoiding them. Them vendors at Essence didn't make a dime because they overcharge them. So that's why I keep saying stop relating that with me because by the time you get to the 90s, they was robbing everybody. By the time you get to that era, they rob all the vendors. The vendors paying so much money, they putting up a money for the booth, so they basically paying for the event. Then they got to sell all this stuff. Then Essence is charging to get in. So how you gonna make money when you pay them $1,500 for a booth, and all the customers got to get them money to come in, and now you out here scraping and scrapping for pennies. So that was the rip-off era. That's why I keep trying to avoid that. I don't want to talk about that era. That was the downfall era. Vendors wasn't making shit at them festivals. And then Essence got their booth selling the Essence shirts, so they making all the money because they got the event. They got you paying money to have the event. When you pay for your booth, you paying to sub the event. Then they charging at the door. Then they selling their stuff. So they making all the money, or you just there struggling. So that's why I don't want to talk about that era. That's not the era I'm talking about. That was the rip-off era. You see me kept playing that off. No, that don't got nothing to do with me. That was the ripoff. That was the downfall. Essence in them is the crooks. The only ones make money at that shit is the food, people with food. Don't nobody else make a dime. Nobody made no money at the Essence Fest. Them vendors went broke. That's why when you go to them fests, every time you go back another year, some different vendors. The other vendor can't go by. You know why? Come back every year. Because they went broke. They went out of business. You go to events now, the vendors ain't making. Every event you see is a sucker. Go to them events, you'll see every vendor is a new vendor. Every vendor is a new vendor, and they're gonna go broke, and they ain't gonna be back next year. It's gonna be a new sucker. Thinking they, man, we go out there and make some money. They ain't gonna make nothing. They're gonna go out of business. I'm showing you the days when it was prosperous. It's not prosperous now. Do not become no vendor. They're gonna rob you. You ain't gonna make nothing. By the time you got to the 90s, they had ruined it. It was over with. That's a fact. Wasn't no money to be made. That's why I stopped doing it. They start robbing everybody. That's a fact. See, when I was doing it, it was lots of money. But I'm the original. That's why I'm Essence Fat. They the bootleg. You know what I'm saying? That's the bootleg shit. That's the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm talking original. I dress the whalers. I dress culture. I dress Burning Spear. You see, he got my shirt in his hand. And on this one, I'm outside. I ain't pay no booth fee. I'm outside the Hollywood Palladium with a table. I probably made about $2,000 with just a table. Facts. By the time Essence and got in, they was robbers. Them the crooks that come into the business and make it where the vendors don't make nothing. They the only ones make money. Yeah, that's the crook era. You know what I'm saying? They the ones drove everybody out of business. The 90s. Yeah, they put everybody out of business. The 90s. I'm talking about the era when it was popping. My point is, I ain't do no socializing because I was busy. Tony Chan. That's what I'm trying to teach the young people. I didn't have time for gossip. I didn't have time for nonsense. I didn't have time to hang out. Whether I was in the streets or whether I was doing this, I never hung out. I was always busy. It wasn't about what nobody think about me because I wasn't around nobody to have an opinion. I stayed away from the opinion crowd because what people think about you only matters if you hang around them. If you don't hang around them, what they think about you don't matter. You're not going to even know what they think about you because you're not around. And out of sight, out of mind. If you're not around, people will not talk about you. People will only talk about you if you're around. That's the key to keeping your name sacred. Stay the hell out the way. Don't keep standing around people that ain't bringing no prosperity to you. And whatever you do, don't do nothing to impress no people. Do what you want to do, but make sure what you want to do is what you really want to do. Make sure you ain't doing it to impress nobody. If you buy a car, make sure you're not buying it to impress nobody. Because if you buy a car to impress somebody, you're going to buy the wrong car. You're going to buy the wrong kind of car. Y'all better listen. And you're going to end up losing. You're going to end up with a car note for what somebody going to say about you, and they're going to stop saying anything, and you're going to still be stuck with the car. And so don't buy no car and you say you like it, but you say you like it because somebody is impressed. You don't really like it. So if I buy a car because somebody gonna like the car, I'm not buying it for myself. I'm buying it for somebody to like it. And you only gonna get so much likes, but the car costs a lot of money and you're gonna still be stuck with it when the likes is over. But you didn't get what you really need. You bought what somebody gonna like. And to young brothers watch me, I'm gonna tell you right now, buy a pickup truck or a van or a truck or a van. Don't buy no damn car. Stop buying cars. Cars are a waste of money. Don't buy a car. Buy you a pickup truck or a van or some other kind of truck. Trust me what I'm telling you. Cars is for suckers. A car is for somebody that's got a 9 to 5 that ain't going to do nothing but drive to work and come home. If that's what you're going to do, buy a car. But if you want to get some money, even if you work a 9 to 5, buy you a van or a pickup truck so you can make some money. You better listen. For example, let me show you something. You can have your garage or a nice basement, right? And you can go, hold on, and you can go and you can buy chairs. And you can rent out folding chairs for events. Where if I'm having an event Saturday, you drop the chairs off early Saturday morning or Friday night, and you pick them up either Saturday night or Sunday morning. And you can make a fortune just dropping off chairs to people that's having events. There's people making a lot of money renting out chairs and tables. Big money. Big money. So now you got something to go to work and all that. But you always can make you some more money. And it's good for the family when you go somewhere. Okay? And there's people that make money doing that. Watch this. I got one of my boys, he making a fortune doing this, right? And I'll be giving you, I got one of my boys, he make a fortune. So what he do, he got these chairs. He buy these kind of chairs. And he rent them out, right? He rent these type of chairs out. He got a lot of different kinds. So like if your daughter having her graduation or her 18th birthday, or she dressed for her prom, and you want to take pictures in front of the house, he rent these chairs out, and he'll bring them and drop them off, and he'll pick them up for you to take the pictures. And people making a fortune renting these chairs out. See this prom picture? The person that owns this chair is making bank. Tall money. Tall money. It's a hustle. See, somebody bought that chair. See this white chair to the right? See that's in front of somebody's house? Somebody had to bring that chair to put it there. You know how much they making? You know how much they making? Now, if you ain't got no truck, how you gonna make money? Because now you got to go rent a truck. See how much you can make? You can't make no money with no car. I got a friend right now that's got a job, right? Real talk. I got a friend right now that's got a job. And one of the hustles is working for this company where they pick up packages. But when they applied, they wasn't working there for a while. So when they applied now, they was doing it in their car. The people want to give them 50 packages and 70 packages, but they only got a car. So they can't make the money because they ain't got nowhere to put the 70 package or the 50, and they losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Yeah, you can make money with them still today, but they want them fancy ones now. Leon, they want them fancy ones, and you can rent them out and make a fortune. And the folding chairs, because I know a dude, he rent the folding chairs, he rent the folding tables, and he rent them big chairs for events. And that's all he do. That's his full-time job. That's all he do. He makes so much money on the weekend. He don't gotta go to work Monday through Friday because he making thousands just dropping off chairs and stuff. So you can't hustle with a car. You know what I'm saying? A car is a bad investment. Young brothers, listen to me. A car is a bad investment. I'm telling you. A car is a bad investment. Hey, I had a lady used to buy green from me, and she lives when you leave Harvey and you go down to 147, make a left, the highway there, and if you keep going, she lived in that neighborhood over there where Al Sip and all that's at. And so you drive, and then you get to her street, and you got to go down 2 blocks, and then she at the end of the third block. I'm gonna show you how I be getting knowledge. Sometimes your third eye be open. So this night my third eye was open. So it's nighttime, right? So when I went and I made the right, and I'm driving, it's a all white neighborhood. So I see a truck, like one of these pickup trucks with the metal things and stuff. And it was like I seen a truck, it says somebody electrician. Then I seen a van, said somebody business. Then I seen another truck, and I'm noticing in this white neighborhood, I'm seeing on the 2 blocks, I'm seeing like 6 trucks on each block, pickup trucks and vans. And these white men live out there, and it's like so and so electrician, so and so plumbing. And that day, I said, oh. So now, real talk. So once I seen that, I said, oh, these white dudes, they work for themselves, right? They work for themselves, right? So once I seen that, I'm gonna show you how you open your third eye. So once I turned down that street and seen all them pickup trucks and vans, right, bro? You trolling. You already said that, bro. What you doing? You doing too much, bro. Stop. Stop. All right, hold on. Hold on. I got somebody that's overdoing it over here and talking on top of me. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I got somebody, I hate that. Like, we heard you the first time. What is you doing? And I'm talking, and you know what I'm saying? These brothers be wanting attention. They be ruining the conversation. It's like, bro, we heard you the first time. Why is you talking on top of me? So once I seen all of this, the next week when I was going back and forth downtown, and I'm on the freeway, and I look on the freeway, and that's all I see, right? Just because I paid attention on that block, when I got on the freeway, I see dudes that do landscaping, blacktop, concrete. I start looking, I say, oh, these white men, they all got trucks. Next time you go on the freeway, just open your eyes, look. You're going to see these white men, they got vans and these work vehicle type trucks. You know the work vehicle? Yeah. They got vans, they got pickup trucks, and they got those work vehicles with the cabinets and stuff that look like a pickup truck, but it's stronger. And I said, oh, because at my father's house, one time the basement flooded, and I'm calling somebody to come and get that water out the basement. Guess who show up? They got trucks. The carpet guy, what he got? The guy to clean your gutters out, what he got? The guy to do the roofing, what he got? The painters, what they got? They wife might have a little car, but the men, they got trucks. And that's why white men buy pickup trucks and vans. They don't buy cars unless they work like in the stock market or something. But they buy pickup trucks and vans because they hustle. These is facts. Let's stop trying to impress people and get your money. Right, you ain't driving the best car. You got a van. And then what's crazy nowadays, you can get the van, and the family could be in the van, and they got the stick-on signs. So now, once you don't got the family, you could stick on with the stick-on signs. Now, if you're a hustler, you can have 3 different stick-on signs, and you can run 3 businesses out your van. That van could be making you bank. You can have 3 different businesses that you run out that van. You just stick the other sign up. I'm dropping off chairs, I'll stick the chair sign up. Real talk. Car, hell no. Wife, you get a car for your wife. But the black man got to stop buying cars. The black man going to have to buy pickup trucks and vans. I'm giving y'all game. Because with this economy, you're going to have to know how to make some side money. I'm telling you, with this economy, you're going to have to know how to go get you some other money. Because they got the economy, they got the taxes that keep you going around and around in a circle. So you got to get you some extra money so you can get ahead in this world. You got to work. You want to get ahead? You want to be comfortable? While everybody else sitting on their ass, going from paycheck to paycheck, go get that extra bread. I'm telling you. Learn how to work this internet. It's money on this internet. And go get you some extra bread. And stop trying to let somebody stop buying all them fancy clothes and all that stuff for somebody to say, and it don't make you no money. If you buy nice clothes, you should be able to make. It's got to make some money. I'm not against buying nice clothes, but them nice clothes need to make some money. And if you're a businessman, you don't got to buy no whole bunch of nice clothes. All you need is slacks and a white damn shirt and ties. I'm going to give you some more, gang. Boy, I don't know why I don't be getting no donations. And this way you get your ties from. Man, don't be going buying all them expensive ties. Go here. Go to order right here, Tie Mart in Mundelein, Illinois. You can order it. Go get your ties from Tie Mart. Stop throwing your money away. Get you a tie so when it tear up, you can put another one on. Don't nobody know it's a regular tie. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Go get you a regular tie. And put it on. And stop throwing your money away. You're spending all this money. You ain't making no money back because you put too much money out on stupid clothes. Look, you can order all your colors. Some of them 11, some of them 16, some of them cheaper, some of them more. They got all different sizes. And now you ready to go to work and get you some bread. When they go bad, throw it away, order another. Any color to match your suit or your work clothes. You know you got to have work clothes. Stop spending all that money for a three-piece suit. You don't need no three-piece suit. You need some slacks and a shirt and a tie and go get your money. You can wear a sports jacket. Oh, God, don't be spending all that money. Why you spent all that money for that suit? You know how many shirts you can have and ties so you can go to work and get some money, look like a business professional? Where you think I get all these ties from? I got every color. Why you think I got every color green tie? I get them right here. And you can get any kind you want. Right here. See, I be having the skinny ties. That's where I get them at. Tie Mart. Right there. Tie Mart. Boom. I say, send me every green you got. See the hunter green right there. The turquoise. Look. The mint green. Wow. The seafoam. That green. So I come on YouTube. I'll be looking fly. Then I just get all my green shirts and I just make sure my shirts got green in them. Look, Irish green, jade skinny solid. Boy, I'm telling y'all a lot. Look, aquamarine, emerald, forest green. Look, grass green. That's why the lady say, "Oh, dang, you be so fly." Look, lime green, tie mark. Tell them Pharaoh sent you from Chicago. They know. Tie mark. Save money. Go to work every day looking like you get money. And save money. Go to work and make money. Go to work and make money if you're in some type of business. A bunch of white shirts and light colored shirts, slacks, mix and match. Every day you're going to work, well, every time you look 100% professional. Every day. Every day you look 100% professional when you get to work. That's who you want to care how you look. The bosses, right? The bosses, the people at work. You don't want them to say you cute. You don't want them to say you handsome. You want them to say he about business. You want to look like you're about business. You don't want to talk to none of them ladies at work. You're going to lose your job. They off limits. No, you don't want their phone number. No, you don't want to have a relationship with them. No, no, no. You don't want nobody's phone number up there. None of the dudes' phone numbers. You don't want no friends at your job. When some dude comes to you talking, man, we should hook up. No. No, no, no. No fraternizing where you get your money at. You better listen. Go to work and go home. Do not make anybody at your job your friend. Y'all better listen. I've got a friend. She worked for Aetna. She worked for the insurance company. And she get out working on the phone. So something happened where a lady got fired. Somebody got fired. And they thought the management was wrong. And she got on the phone with the other people talking about that. And one of them people told, and they fired her after she had been working there 20-something years. And when they fired her, she was making a lot of money. She almost lost her house. She almost lost everything because now she's trying to drive Uber, had lost a great job on that damn phone, gossiping about that job when she should have went to work and came home. No. Go to work, be nice, hi, go home. When you go to work, I got a lot of young people. When you go to work at a job, this is what you do at your job. Nobody gonna tell you this. Let's say you make $15 an hour at your job, right? You start work at 9, you get off at 5. Young people, listen to me. So let's say right now, when you get to work, boom, as soon as you get to work at 9. You make $15 an hour. In your mind, this is what you do. When it's 10 o'clock, you said, that's 15. When it's 11 o'clock, you say, that's 30. When it's 12 o'clock, you say, that's 45. I made $45. You go to lunch. If you go to lunch and your lunch costs $10, you say, okay, I made 35 because you made 45, but you spend 10. If you make 45 and you spend 15, you say, I made 30. You get back to work at 1. You're at 30. 2 o'clock, 45. 3 o'clock, 60. 4 o'clock, 75. 5 o'clock, 90. Time to go home. You go to work the next day, 15. 9, you get there at 9, 10 o'clock, 15. 11 o'clock, 30. 12 o'clock, somebody come to you talking crazy, gossiping. You look at them. You don't get involved. You try to say something non-involved. Oh, wow. And you say, 45. You bought lunch today. You go to lunch. You come back. 60. 75. 90. That's what you say all day. Somebody talking crazy, you're like, 105. That was it in your mind. They talking. You count. This what's going to keep you out of trouble. They gossiping. Da, da, da. You adding up your money. How much money I made today? Later, for what the hell y'all talking about? Because I got a phone bill to pay, rent or mortgage to pay, car note. I don't, hey, whatever. This is how you go to work, because you have to keep up with your value. You have to realize how much money you're making. What are you doing? You can't lose sight of what you're doing. You in here to make money. You're not in here to caca, kiki, giggle, grin, play, gossip, nothing. You in there to do your job, get your money, and go home. Period. You around there playing, running your mouth, you get fired. You don't let somebody come and irritate you. You done been there 2 hours, you done made $30. You let somebody irritate you when you should be chilling so that you could say, that's $45. Point blank, period. Then you can't be distracted. A white dude come to me. He say something that sound kind of racist. I go, oh, wow. So to him, he think I don't know what he said. I go, oh, wow. I go back in my notes, write down. Stephen said this at this time, because I might got a lawsuit, especially if he a boss. But as far as showing any reaction, when he looking at me, he thinks something wrong with me because he know he said something racist to me, but he can't see it in my face. The rest of the day, he going to keep looking at me to see if what he said affected me. I'm going to keep acting like I don't know. I'm not going to react. Period. Even if I'm planning to sue him, he'll never know that I heard what he said or nothing. Why? Because I'm adding up my money. I'm not going to let him trick me out my square and get me into no emotion where he can see me, because he's saying that shit to look at you to see a reaction. So if somebody says something to you to get a reaction out of, you get a reaction, they winning, right? How do you win? Back like you ain't know what happened. If he say something, if he a regular employee, he gonna say something to me this day. A couple days later, he gonna say something else. I keep acting like I'm something wrong with me, like I don't know what he's saying. Guess what he gonna do? He gonna stop saying stuff to me because I'm no fun. He not having no fun. He trying to get me upset, but it don't work. So he gonna find somebody else. He gonna find a sucker. He gonna be like, Pharaoh, too stupid. I'm saying all kind of racist stuff. He act like, okay. I'm not having no fun with him. That I need to find somebody gonna react. He not gonna keep saying nothing to me if it don't work. I'm giving you game. Because if I'm a suit, I don't need him to know. I'm not smiling or nothing. Play stupid. They come to you and say, oh, something so and so, so and so. You say something don't make no sense. Like, oh yeah, wow. Like, don't say nothing. Say something don't make no sense. Say something to make it sound like you don't know what they said. Don't smile it off, because now they're going to look at you like they'll run over you. You don't want to look at you like you're going to run over you. You want them to think that you don't understand. Say something, but say something that has nothing to do with what they said. Say, come to me and say something racist. I say, oh, wow. And then you're going to be like, what the hell do you mean, oh, wow? He trying to run a mental game on me, run one back. Say something that makes no damn sense. Y'all better listen. It's all psychiatry. It's psychology. Make a response that make it look like you ain't understand, like something wrong with you. You're not playing dumb. You acting like you don't know what they said. Right? So you're not playing dumb. Okay? You're not letting them, you're making them think that you are not picking up what they're doing. You're making them waste their time. You're making them feel like they're wasting their time. Right? So you want them to say something to you, and you want to act like like something wrong with you, like you don't understand. So when he see you still happy and you still the same person, he like, because he wants to say something to you to change your mode, then watch you be angry or disappointed all day. What you want to do is them say something to you and it don't look like you received it. You don't want to receive it. Because if you play dumb, that means you received it. No, you want to act like you didn't receive it. Like, then he's wasting his time. He'll pick up if you're intentionally playing dumb. No, you want to act like you really didn't understand what he said. So I wouldn't call it playing dumb. Because if you don't know what I said, you're not playing dumb. You really don't know what I said. If you know what I said and you pretend, now you're playing dumb. I don't want you to play dumb. I want you to send them off and say something that got nothing to do with what the hell they said. I want you to act like they said something else. So you want to say something like, oh, wow, which don't got nothing to do with what the hell they just said. You want to not be fun. You want to make them waste their time. Don't play dumb. This is worse than dumb. You don't want to play dumb. You want to not know what they said at all. That's the vibe you want to get back. And you don't want no reaction the rest of the day. Because they will watch you the rest of the day looking for a reaction. But you need to act like nothing happened. And with your response, they're going to believe that you don't believe nothing happened because you said something that make no sense. So they're going to be like, you didn't get it. Pharaoh didn't get it. So he's going to do it again. And I'm going to still be, I'm not going to play dumb, but to him, I'm going to be like, I don't got no comprehension skills, right? I'm not comprehending what he's saying. They gonna stop because you ain't no fun. They trying to have fun. Your job is to not let them have fun. Why? Because I'm getting paid $25 an hour. So while he talking crazy, I've been there 3 hours. And what he talking about, nothing, because in my mind, I'm saying, that's 75. That's 100. That's 125. That's all I'm on. What you talking about ain't shit. I'm counting my bread. Brother, you ain't talking about nothing. I get paid $25 an hour, and every hour, once I've been there 4 hours, I'm like, that's 200. Also, that helps you with your budget, because if you know you made 200, maybe you won't go at lunch and spend 50, because now you got to say that's 50. You ain't going to want to say that's 50. Or you ain't going to want to say that's 150. You ain't going to want to say that's 200 and come back after lunch and be at 150. That's going to make you say, I'm going to start carrying my lunch because I don't like my numbers to go down. I want to say that's 200, that's 250, that's 300, that's 350, that's 400. Now everybody else talking. I guess so. That's 450, that's 5. And what y'all talk about is irrelevant. I got bills. I'm here to make money. They come to me. I'm at 500 so far. I got 10 more minutes before I be at 550. You come to me talking about Jackie did this and Karen said that and all of this. I'm just there. Soon as that 10 minutes up, I'm like, that's 550. Am I mad? I'm not listening to y'all. I'm trying to really walk away. Y'all talk to each other. I'm counting the money. This is how you stay focused. Because you go to work and forget you have work to make money. You mess your whole job up. You're all emotional. You listening to these whatever. Who cares what you talking about? This is how you psychologically block out the nonsense. Only thing you want to hear is things that's responsible for you so you can do your job. So you can add another $50 another hour. If it ain't related to the job, hey, miss me. I don't want to hear no gossip. I don't want to hear what you did on the weekend or none of that. I come to work. Here you go. Hey, Pharaoh, how was your weekend? It was all right. What'd you do? Same old, same old. In other words, bitch, stop talking to me. I ain't gonna let you know I don't want you talking to me, but I'm not finna give you no response where you keep doing it. I'm gonna give you a response that sounds pleasant, sounds like a great coworker, but I'm not gonna give you nothing to work with. I might say, oh, I didn't do much. Because it ain't none of your damn business. No, I took the kids to the circus. Me and the wife went out. I'm not telling you. I don't have to make my life sound exciting to you. What'd you do this weekend? Oh, I didn't do nothing. I just chilled. I didn't do nothing. I just chilled. With the key word being chill. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm going to say I didn't do nothing. After 3-4 weeks, I say I didn't do nothing, you're going to stop asking me. He don't never do nothing. He don't never go nowhere. Whatever. No, I don't never tell you. Mind your damn business. I'm here to make my money and go home. I'm not here to report my life to you. I don't even know you, and I don't want to know you. You're never getting invited to my house. I don't want to come to work with nobody that's been in my house. I want to work around strangers. Don't say I didn't give y'all a game. Keep your damn mouth shut and count your money. Stop trying to let people think about you. The only thing at work you want anybody to think about you is the boss to think to give you a raise, that you do a good job and you always focus. That's all I want anybody to think about me at work, is giving me some more money. That's what I want to be thought of me at work. I want you to think if I dress nice, I want that to affect my job. I don't want to just dress nice just so you could say I dress nice. I want to dress where you could say, give him a raise. He look like a boss. If my dressing don't get me a higher position, then the hell with how I'm dressed. I'm dressing to move up in the company. I'm not dressing for you bunch of losers at this job to give a damn about what I got on. I'm here to get money and go home. I'm not discussing my personal business. I'm not discussing my marriage. I'm not discussing my children. I'm not discussing nothing. We are not friends. I am here to make money and go home. Period. I don't want to be your friend, because as long as I'm not your friend, I'll never be your enemy. You can only be their enemy if you be their friend first. Yeah, they want to like you so they can hate you. If they don't like you, if you're like a non connected, they won't think about you. They won't put you in a negative. They're only going to put the person in the negative that's getting emotionally connected with them. You don't want to get emotionally connected with nobody. You dare to get your money and go home. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. You could be friendly. I'll be friendly. I'll stand there when y'all gossiping. I went here. I was like, huh? And I went there and I went there. Where'd you go, Pharaoh? I ain't going nowhere. I just was chilling. So they'll say, oh, he's cool. He's friendly. I'm friendly because I say, no, I didn't do much. I'm saying the least words as possible. I want to be cordial and friendly, but I want to say that I don't want y'all to pick up. Don't let them pick up what you're doing. I'm not going to let y'all pick up. I'm not saying much. I want to make it look like I'm like everybody else. It's going to take you a while to realize, I always say, he ain't do nothing. He ain't do much. How's the wife? She all right. Are you going somewhere this weekend for the holiday? I don't know. Shit. Y'all get it? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I come back Monday. So how was your weekend? It was all right. I got a chance to relax. Bitch, I ain't telling you shit. Oh, and another hour went by. That's $250. That's what I know. I know I just made 250. I know that. I know I just made 250. I know my light bill due. I know my car insurance due. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I know I need this money. I got stuff to pay. Because you at work and you ain't on the meter. I'm trying to teach you to be on the meter. You on the meter. Keep up with the meter running. How much have you made? Because guess what? Back at your house, the mortgage is on the meter. The electric bill is on the meter. The gas bill is on the meter. The food, everything is on the meter. The kids is eating out the refrigerator right now. Your groceries on the meter. But you out here, you not on the meter, but all your life is on the meter. Them doggone contraptions at your house is ticking. That little thing with your electric thing, it's constantly moving. And electric bill burnt. The gas meter, and showing them how much gas you burn. The cell phone. You already know you owe them $119 a month. It's been 2 weeks. So you know you owe them half of 119. The phone is on the meter. Car insurance on the meter. It's so much a month. So wherever it's at in a month, that's how much you owe this month so far. If you ain't thinking like that, you're not going to make it in this society. You ain't going to make it because everything is charged you every second. I'm on Comcast Business. This is costing me right now. These lights is on. You think it's free? No. My car insurance is going to be due. You ain't even driving the car, but it's still on the meter. Think about it. You just think the refrigerator on. No, the refrigerator plugged up to electricity. It's on the meter. The gas bill, all that, you constantly on the meter. So if you ain't keeping up with the money you making in the meter, you're going to fall off. You ain't keeping up with your mortgage or your rent. You ain't keep phone bill, all that. Maybe your kid going to school. All that is constantly on the meter. So you got to be on the meter making your money. And anything that ain't on that need to only be with your children. It damn sure don't need to be with no strangers. And lose your job up at your job, running your damn mouth. Shut your damn mouth at that job. Keep your mouth shut. Don't discuss your relationship. Don't discuss your children. Don't discuss nothing. Them people is not your friend. Those are your fellow employees. Those your fellow employees. I'm telling y'all how you going to make it out here. And the person that know how to be quiet and do their job, they keep their job the longest. They move up. The one that's doing all this, they get fired. They got too much personal shit going. And personal stuff in the job, that ain't gonna get it. That's not gonna get it. You don't discuss your relationship with nobody, whether you had a job or not. If you my boy, we hang out. Don't be asking me, I'm not gonna discuss my wife with you, period. Ever, never. You women, stop discussing your relationship. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. If you want to talk about your relationship, go talk to it with your man. Why is you talking to everybody but him? Why is you talking to everybody but her? If you got something to say about your relationship, discuss it with your woman. Discuss it with your man. Other than that, shut the hell up. That's a lose. You lose like that. You lose. That's why people be so hurt. I thought we was friends. The same person going through all your business back in your face when they fall out with you. You done told them too much. You sit up here and tell this woman everything about your husband, she go get him. Keep your mouth shut. Go there and get your money and go home. Them not your friends. Don't be up there trying to get them people. The only people you want to think something about you is the people who can give you a raise or higher position. You want to go there to get a higher position. Why is you trying to shop for this lady? This lady can't give you a raise. This lady can't promote you. You ain't going to get no promotion from her. It's your boss or supervisor, the next level at the office. They the one going to give you a promotion. They're the people you should be trying to impress. You should be trying to impress with your work, how your work go. That's why every time they move somebody up, it don't be nobody to be talking to y'all. Yeah, every time they move somebody up, that's the person that never talked to y'all and never was involved in y'all bull. They moved them up. All you gossipers, you don't move up. The one that was there was just on business and wasn't caca and kikiing. That's the one they move up. They're not going to move you up to supervisor. You too friendly. They don't want no friendly supervisor. They want somebody going to make people do their job. So they move the lady up that don't play, or they move the dude up that don't play. Because that's who you're going to respect. The caca kiki person ain't no good supervisor because you think that's your friend. So they can't, so they never going to move you up. That's another thing. You're not going to move up if you are friendly. They only move up to stern people, especially to a position of power where you're some type of supervisor or manager. They only gonna move you up if you're standing on business. They not move you up if you're too friendly. You don't be mean, you cordial. But if you're too friendly, they not moving you up. Because they feel like you ain't gonna get the job done. They want to move somebody up that's gonna say, come in here, Carl. Listen, your production is down. What the hell's going on? We here to make money. That's who they gonna move up. They're not gonna move up nobody cockeying and kicking with John, and then John ain't doing his business. He ain't taking care of business. John ain't gonna even respect you because you too friendly. You don't be mean, but you don't be friendly. You be what they call cordial. You don't got no friends at work. It's for young people. They're not to hang out. Same when you hustling. When you hustling, you gonna be friends with them dudes. Y'all get money. This is not a friendship. We hustling. We are not friends. We are illegal co-workers. I'm telling you, if not, you're gonna get burnt. I hope y'all learn. You know what I'm saying? The only people you care what they think about you is your woman, your man, your children, like that. Your parents, your brother, your sister. Go make something positive with them if you can. As far as just people that ain't in your family or you ain't making no money, what the hell you care about what they think about you? And you a grown ass man. That's why we got so many young men ain't grown ass man. You ain't married, you ain't nothing. You always with dudes. You always in some dude phase. You always in some dude phase. Come on, Pharaoh, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have no kids. Every time I see you, you always run around a bunch of dudes. Now I bet you don't want no children that get married. You always run around dudes all the time. You always want to be approved by dudes. And that's why we got gangs. That's why we got so many young dudes in prison and stuff. Because they always trying to impress dudes, and the dudes they trying to impress is scumbags. You don't want your son trying to impress no dudes. Because the dudes he gonna be impressing, he gonna be doing stupid shit to impress him instead of taking care of himself. Take care of yourself. Stop trying to impress people that you don't benefit from impressing them. If you're gonna impress somebody, make sure you benefit. And you men, stop sleeping with all these women. That ain't no money. You losing money. You losing money, and you're a professional STD trader. You just taking STDs from here to there to there. Running behind all the women, that ain't nothing. You want money, not no coochie. Trust me, because I've told them that. Because I've had them. You get money, she push up on you and says, so you want me. I said, I want some money. Yeah, the ladies push up on you. We want me. No, I don't know I want you. I need some money. I can't pay no bills with your coochie. Facts. Girl, you better get your goofy ass out of here. Because in my hustling, coochie is bad for business. When a woman come to my table to buy something, flirting with her mess your money up. She gonna stop buying from you if you get personal with her. She a customer. You want to be nicer as a customer. She buy a t-shirt this week, you want her to buy a t-shirt next week and the next week. You try to sleep with her, she ain't gonna buy nothing from you no more. You take a girl some green and you try to sleep with her, she gonna want it free. I go by a lady house. I'm taking her $200 worth of stuff. She come with a negligee on, breasts hanging out, super sexy. I give her stuff, get my $200, and I leave. Why? Because she giving me $100, $200 every week. If I sleep with her this week, when she call me next week, she gonna want 200, and when I come and give it to her, she ain't gonna give me no money. I'll be like, that's 200. So I gotta pay you? Now she don't want to pay because I didn't have sex with her. I just lost money. She might stop dealing with me because now her emotions are all wrapped up in it. I never slept with no woman that's buying nothing from me like that. One time I made that mistake. I woke up, she had stole some shit. I said, okay, I had to learn the hard way. She was cute though. I was probably gonna make her my woman. I was probably gonna dump the woman I had because we was tripping. I was probably gonna make her a woman, but her job moved. But I would have had to clean her up because she ain't gonna be able to be with me and use stuff. See what I'm saying? So she would have to go to rehab, get clean. She was fine though. She was a business lady too. I liked her, but she sure stole. She so stole when I went to sleep. She didn't take no money. She took product. That's my fault. I shouldn't have slept with that lady. So you learn from your mistakes. I come tell y'all what I know. You don't fraternize with the help or the employee. You don't lose money. You don't lose money like that. Also, when you're a man, the more women you sleep with, the more your reputation go down. You want to be the man in the neighborhood? No women should be able to say they slept with you. That's how you be the stud. That's how you be the most sought after dude. You're gonna be the most sought after dude, not the women. You're gonna be the most sought after dude because none of them can say they slept with you. That's what puts you in the king position. Once you sleep with them, you're just a buster. That king vibe is gone. It's gone. It's gone. You just trash now. They teach you still doing something because you slept with this one, this one, this one, this one. But how much money you made? You, how did it benefit? How's it benefit you sleep with all these women? It don't. As a matter of fact, you lose money if you get the wrong one pregnant. She gonna hit you for child support because she don't love you anyway. She gonna rob you blind. So you don't benefit from that. That's a fake. That's like gives you a fake idea that you're accomplishing something. When I got back to LA from Hawaii, all these roster women, they was at me. They was flocking. I didn't want to sleep with them because I knew that was going to be detrimental to my reputation. I already seen it. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not finna sleep with y'all like that. Y'all trying to bring my status down. That's all they would have did was bring my status down. I was working for a reggae record store. You should have seen them flocking up there. Later, when I quit, I found out the lady that run the record store was telling them she was sleeping with me. She was older than me. I thought she was like an older sister, like. Man, that girl was telling them ladies that I was her man on the side, lying and shit. Can you believe that? She was older than me. She seen them women coming up there later when I wasn't working for her. Somebody said, she said she was with you. I couldn't believe it. I said, are you lying? I swear to God, that lady said she was with me. And I didn't even like her. She was older than me, so I thought she was like an older woman, and she wasn't attractive to me either. We was like supposed to be something like family. I never would have thought that. She was telling them that to make her look good. Can you believe that? I found out like 2, 3 years later. I found out when I left, I was in Hawaii. No, no, no. I had came back when that happened. I had came back from Hawaii when I was working for her. And she was telling somebody that I forgot who told me she said that. It was like, oh, I thought you was with her. She was telling everybody you was with her. I said, are you serious? You got to be kidding me. Yep. So that's that. I hope y'all learn from that. It's not really interested. It's really not going to benefit you to build up reputation that don't pay. It's not going to benefit you. If you want to build up your reputation, make sure you build up your reputation so you can have a good business, you can do more business, or your reputation so more people can hire you to do something or something like that. But just a reputation with no economical value is just fool stuff. It's just because if you mind your own business, you're gonna build up a great reputation anyway. Oh yeah, Pharaoh, he mind his business, he cool. If they don't got nothing bad to say about you, they're gonna say good things. You don't have to go around trying to create some reputation. Go get you some money and take care of your health and raise your children and stuff like that. You feel me? Victory.